If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hi team, this is Shantanu, your success factor trainer.
Hi, Shantanu.
Hi Snehal. All right. So let's go ahead and start your session, team. Now today is just a introduction session. In fact, we're not starting any regular session. Regular session will be starting from tomorrow. So we'll just do the basic, you know, some introduction about the success factor, what the success factor it is, what module we're going to cover, and what all architecture it is there, how much time it's going to take to, uh, what all module we're going to do. Now let's go ahead, team, and let's just, in today's session, we're just going to talk about the introduction and basically all the module that we're going to do. So let me start with the module that we're going to cover in your the entire success factor. So let me share my screen, team. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
All right. Now this is a slide. So we're going to cover total of 5 module, which includes introduction to mastery. And what we're going to do in introduction to mastery, it is introduction to success factor. In your success factor, we're going to check, do your how we can log in into success factor, how we can change the credential, what are credential policy we can apply in the organization, what notifications we get, how we set up those notification. In case if when you send a notification and the subject line and the body line in the notification, if your client is not very happy, and if they ask you to change, then how we can change that also with your notification. Then we're going to see whether the system that we are using it's a latest system or not, right? So all these detailed things, and there are many more activity. We're going to do in your introduction to mastery. Introduction to mastery was a module 8-9 year before, but right now they do not consider to be a module. However, whenever I start my session, I always start my session with the introduction to mastery because I personally feel that introduction to mastery set the base for your success factor. Then, apart from this module, what we going to do? We're going to discuss about your other module, which will includes your Employee Central. Now, Employee Central is a core module in your SAP HCM system. Now, what do I mean by, so you can see this screen, right, which is Employee Central. Okay, Success Factor has roughly around 13 to 14 module. Out of all 13 to 14 module, we're going to cover 5 module. And out of these 5 module also, team, when we're going to start with the goal and performance, apart from those 2 module, which is performance and your uh, goal management, there are other short module also, which includes 360-degree. This also includes your continuous performance management and calibration, right? So those also, so 5 plus 3, that makes us total 8 module we're going to do. So coming back to the Employee Central, in your Employee Central, you will see basically we capture all the employee data into Employee Central. So what kind of employee data into your Employee Central? We're going to capture your detail about your anything about the employee. So which includes your uh, like talking about like the time the employee is coming, the time which employee will be leaving the office, what all breaks he has taken, his payroll related information, how much is the salary is getting, how much is your which is a after earnings minus deduction, after also minus taxes, how much is the net away which is coming. So all those detail, uh, you know. Then apart from this, your like division, department, legal entity, right? And then some of your personal information also, like family member detail, who are all are there, your wife detail. So basically, any data if we have to capture, so we're going to capture those into your Employee Central. And then apart from Employee Central, that's a two module that we talked about. Third module is going to be goal and performance management. Actually, before I start with your, explain your other module also that we're going to do, let's have a quick round of introduction also. Some of you I have already been introduced, when we actually have a demo, but some of you are, which I can see are, joined for the first time. So let's have a quick round of introduction also. Yes, team, one by one, just quickly just introduce yourself, your name and the what your experience. I think that will solve my purpose. So yes, Bill. Bill was there last time also.
I'm Bill Nasser. I'm based in the UK. I've done SAP HR training. Is Central SuccessFactors. I've done training before in the past, and I've worked on SAP project in the past. But currently, I'm working as a Scrum Master, so I'd like to sort of build my knowledge on SuccessFactors again and maybe take it to the next level. Thank you.
All right, Bill. And the next person we have Minu.
Hi everybody, I'm Meenu. I'm taking care of HR in Velocity Digital in India as a senior manager HR. Thank you.
All right, Minu. And the next person we have is Samaya Khalid. If you can.
Yep. Hi, this is Samya Khalid speaking, and I have been working with SAP for about like 10 years, but SuccessFactors, so like the first time I will be my expertise is
right.
more into benefits and payroll at this point, and SuccessFactors is more new for me. So
Sure, Samaya. And the next person we have is Snehal. Snehal, if you can introduce yourself.
Yes, yes. So, hi everyone. This is Nehal. Currently, I live in Germany. I am L&D manager by profession, and I have used SAP SuccessFactor LMS part a lot. So, from that, I got interest in SAP SuccessFactor, and also in Europe, there is a very huge demand of it, and I wanted to learn. So, I thought, why not to join and learn all the other modules about it as well, and looking forward to these sessions as well. So thank you.
Sure, Snehal. In today's session, Snehal, we're just doing your introduction about,
Yeah,
certain introduction about the success factor and everything. However, the actual module that we're going to start, that will be from tomorrow.
yeah,
All right? Because
yeah,
some people are
yes.
new and some people, they're already, you know. So we just talked about two modules, which is Introduction to Mastery, and then we talked about the Employee Center. The next module we're going to cover, that will be your performance and goal management. Performance and goal management is nothing, it's just your appraisal system and I'm sure that at least one appraisal everybody has gone through in the organization. So, all those details we're going to do into your appraisal. And so this appraisal, like in your success factor, you will see is being divided into two sections. One it is performance management and another it is goal management. All right, both are part of an appraisal. So what is the basic difference between performance management and goal management? This is something when we going to start with a module, we're going to cover. And and apart from performance and goal, if you're planning for certification for your performance and goal management, there are total five module, combination it comes, which includes performance management, goal management. Then it includes 360-degree appraisal. Then it includes your continuous performance management and your calibration. So what is all these five module? That's something when we're going to start with your appraisal system, then we're going to talk about. So these are another three module extra. And then after that, we're going to cover the compensation. Now, many people, they think compensation is actually your, uh, those salary related module, which is actually not true. Salary, it is your, like salary in success factor, it is known as the ECP, which is Employee Central Payroll. Now, what it is like an earnings minus deductions, and then whatever you get your, earnings minus deduction and also your taxes as a deduction. So whatever the amount which comes to you as a net pay, so that we call it as a compensation module. All right. And so, sorry, that is known as a salary module, which is ECP in SuccessFactor, which is Employee Central Payroll. So what is compensation? Compensation is basically that how much an employee is getting as a CTC, which is his annual salary, and what all component will be there as a part of an annual salary. So these detail we do into your compensation. So that makes a 4 module, right? And the 5th module we're going to cover, that's your report. So these are the total 5 module. It normally takes 2.5 months time. But then what we're going to do, each session, we're going to take it off 2.5 hour session so that, within 2 months time, we finish your entire course. All right, so these are the 5 module, including 3 short module that we talk about in your appraisal system. That makes it total 8 module that we're going to cover with the entire 2 months or 2.5 months time with your entire success factor. All right. Now, to connect with each time, there will be a GoToMeeting link. We're going to connect. And with GoToMeeting link, the link, if you have already taken your subscription, so Center would have shared with you the LMS access. In that LMS access, you're going to get your session link, and with that session link, you can connect each time. So where you can see that, I'll just show you in the LMS also, and I'll give you the LMS introduction also. And now how GoToMeeting it will work? If you like, once you connected, and if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me the question. Uh, However, if you do not want, when I'm particularly covering a topic and you want me to disturb, so in that case, what you can do, you can raise your hand. So whenever you raise your hand, I'll get to know that you have raised your hand. And whenever I finish off with the topic, then probably I'll ask you to ask your question, right? So in that case, that will be much better because that will allow me to finish the topic and then probably you can ask your question, right? So these are the details. During the session, it is always advisable that you keep yourself on mute unless and until you have any question. Then obviously you can unmute yourself and you can ask your question. Now, this session would be happening on a weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday. And so all those people who are in India, so Saturday and Sunday, that will be starting from 7 p.m. till 2.5 or 3 hour session. It's totally up to us at how many hours we're going to, but generally I'll take it as a 2.5 hour session because I would not like, session to get, no more than 2.5 months time. So I'll try to finish everything into all these, 2 months time by taking 2.5 months each, hour. And then apart from this, you also have a chat option. Now, in case if you have any question, you can always get in touch, post your question. And whenever I'll see those questions, probably I'll ask you to, then answer those questions. Now, let's just quickly also see your LMS. How does your LMS basically, it looks like? Now, this is your actually success factor system, and this will be your LMS team. So once you come to your LMS, you will see a screen. It will come like this. And here in your screen, you will see there is a LMS. There's a short video about ZaranTech. They will play. And here on the right hand side, you will also see my demo video. However, it is right now, it is not showing, but it will start showing here as my demo video. Then in case if you have any question, like see your session is happening on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, okay. So you have a question, session on Saturday and Sunday. So each time if you have any question, so you can raise your ticket, and whenever I'll see the ticket, I will probably answer that. But anyhow, if you can hold to your question, that will be on the weekend. Then probably on the weekend you can ask me, and then I can help you to resolve that. Then here you can see your curriculum. You can see all the module which we just discussed, like we'll be covering total 8 module with entire your batch. And you can see it's like the first one, it is coming as an introduction to mastery. Then second one, you can see the report. The third one, you can see it is mentioned as a time management, but time management team, it is completely a different module altogether. So we don't cover time management. in the entire 5 module that we have discussed. Then you can see goal and performance management, then employee central, right? So these are the module theme that we're going to discuss with you. And yes, most important thing, that is your material. And so you can see in your material section, whenever you come, so you will find your material. I'm not sure that whether your screen also looks like the same, or it just because I'm a trainer, so they have, given this screen for me. Now here you will see the session PPT. So each of the session module is going to come here. So you can see all these session PPT. Then there is a lab activity also, which means it's like, if you want to practice, you people will be getting your system access, and this system access is going to be for 2 months time, and you'll be getting as a 24 into 17. Whenever you want to practice, you can actually go ahead and practice your success factor into the system. And once we finish off each of the modules, I will also be sharing you the assignment so that you can go ahead and practice all those assignment. That assignment basically, it will help you to understand that how much how much you have learned from a particular module and how much you're able to resolve those issues. So here also you can see they also, so ZaranTech also has a lots of lab activity for you, and for the each module wise they will also have. Apart from this, I'll also share lots of other assignment also, which you can go ahead and practice. Then you can see team, there is a video recording. Now each of the session that we're going to take, those recording you'll be able to see here. Right now you can see, because we just as an introduction, and so they're going to record it and they're going to put those recording here, and that's where you can actually come and you can play those recording and watch those video. Then apart from this, you also have a meeting link. So your meeting link, it is like it will show you that which link you have to actually connect. So you will see here, like all these day wise, you'll get your meeting link, and so you can click on connect it with your go-to meeting link. So this is all about success factor and your LMS, and then which all module that we're going to do that. Snehan, you have raised your hand. Yes, Snehal?
Yes, I want to know what is this meeting link?
No, meeting link is a Zoom link. It's a
Uh,
correction that we're going to do on the every weekend, right?
okay, so
So this is the
it's
same link that right? It's a Zoom link
okay for the for joining this class, right? For
for
joining
joining
this
the
session.
session, right? For
Ah,
joining the
okay.
session, you can see there is a session link which is provided, and so you can
Mhm.
see here. So you can
So
connect it and
basically,
then probably. Sorry,
uh,
Snehal.
yeah. So basically, for this, there is session 126 November. It is the link for tomorrow's session, right?
Right. So there is another
Yeah.
link
Okay.
which you can see, which is 26 November. So this is a session for, see, link will change for each day. The link will
Hmm.
not be the same. And so whatever the link it is here, so session wise, you will see, all these link, it will come here. And so the session topic name, session duration, and all these, it will get updated by them. And that's where you will get to know, it's like, that on each of the topic, what it has been covered, right? So like this team, you will see all these details. And if you do not have any questions, in that case, you can lower your hand. So I'll get to know that you do not have any question. So that was all about your success factor and your success factor details. Nehal, you have any other question?
No, not
Mhm.
regarding to LMS, but it
So,
will be really
okay.
nice, Shantanu, if you can also introduce yourself so we will have idea.
Yeah. So sorry. I introduced myself. Okay, fine. So my name is Shantanu, and I have almost 20 years of experience. And see, ZaranTech always try to get a good trainer on board, right? Having a 20 years experience, that really means a lot. So a training is not just a training about when you have an experienced trainer, he shares an entire journey of his working experience with you, right? So that comes as an added advantage. So So, yes, team, I have a 20 years of experience, and at present, I work in a big MNC where I take care of both the project, which includes SuccessFactor and SAP HCM project also. And in SuccessFactor, I have been working from the last 8 year, and in SAP HCM, I have been working from last 12 year. Anyhow, I take care of both the project. And so, prior to coming to India, I was in Singapore for almost 7 years, now back into the country. So, the thing with the technical career, if you have, your company will keep on moving you, not only just nationally in particular country, but also globally, they will keep on moving you from one country to another country. So, this is something which all IT people, they know that, that they have to continuously keep on moving. Or, once you get a, so quite possible, that once you get into success factor, your company will keep on moving you from one country to another country, and you will keep on traveling. So that's that, and that can also be taken as an added advantage, right? Because your company is paying for your travel and paying for your everything, so you're just traveling absolutely free of cost. And second advantage of doing a technical career, it is your salary almost gets double of your what actually you get into the domain knowledge, right? So that's another added advantage. Yes, Minu?
Hi, Shantanu. I just want to know that as you have already given a brief of about all the modules and the timings and all that, in that you have mentioned that each session will be about 2.5 hours. So I just want to know about this session also. It is also going to take the same time, or it is shorter than like everyday session?
Today is just the introduction, so I'll just take 1 hour session today because on the first day I do not want to put so much of pressure on you people. But yes, from tomorrow we'll continue 2.5 hour session or 3 hour session. All right, because you
Okay.
can see
Thank
there is
you.
a lot we have to cover, right? So there's a lot we have to cover, and so it will take lots of and your session is only happening on weekend, so there is a lot of thing which we have to cover. Now, apart from this team, SuccessFactor also has your documentation, and they have a huge documentation list. All right. So probably in the once we start with the session, I will share those into into the somewhere I'll share it, and that's where you can check all those documentation. And once I share the documentation, once you have the link, so documentation you can download, but video you can always come to the site and you can play that. So I'll tell you that how to read those documentation also. One, because success factor documentation, SAP is in habit of writing even the small thing into 100 pages. So when you read their document, you don't resolve a particular solution. Rather, you end up in more confusion. All right. So I'll show you those document tomorrow, all those documentation. To be very honest, because the LMS actually has changed. So, in earlier LMS, there was a documentation link also which was there, but I don't know where actually it is right now. So I'll search for it. If I get it, it's fine. If I don't get it, I'll share those links separately. And so that's it, team. That was all about introduction, LMS, your Zoom link, and where you can see your recording and how you can log in into the session, right? Let's also quickly have a understanding about the system. So last week we have already done the demo, and in the demo I have taken all the as a general specific what all module and what the success factor it is, and what all we're going to cover, how your entire detail is going to be right. So all those detail we have done it. So let me show you. Actually, each time when I am going to start your session, I will maintain an Excel sheet. And in Excel sheet, what I'm going to do, I will maintain everything here, right? So since we are going to start with the introduction to mastery, right? So I'll just save you this detail into my system. And right? So if I come here, your desktop. So if I come here into the desktop team, I'll just save this. And this is, right? So this is what the sheet that we're going to use, and we're going to maintain everything into this one. Like we're talking about the login, so I'll maintain everything here one by one, so that we both are clear that which all topic we're going to cover, and so everything it will be listed down here. So many times I have seen that people, they face lots of issue to log into the success factor. And there was actually a client which I was supporting, and that client they were using LMS. And so it was a casino company in Las Vegas. So they had a 15 casino with them, and I was actually supporting. So there was this US guy actually, so whom support I was actually giving. So like there was a 15 client that he had. So every time whenever he used to log into a different like casino, like and those credential, it never used to work for him. So he used to face lots of issue because of that. So that is a reason, I decided that I will include all these topic into my session. So right now I'm already logged into the session. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to log out, and I'll show you how we can log into the session. Okay, the another thing, team, there will be a lot of topic which will get repeated. So, probably when we are going to cover any particular topic for the first time, and I will cover everything in detail. And whenever that topic will again it will come, in that case we're going to skip that topic, other because it will be just a wasting of time. So now here you can see this is a login, and this is a URL you can see here. Now if I just remove this from here, so the first thing you will see here, there is a company ID, it is coming, right? So this is a company ID. So let me just copy it down. So if I come here, so you will see your company ID. So this is a company ID for this one. And after that, you will see your username. And then the third thing, you will see your password, right? So company ID, you can see. So company ID is basically, it's a unique ID. And this will be, there will be a separate ID for each of your client. Like for example, here also you can see enter a different company ID. So if I click here into your this ID, so it is asking you for different ID, right? Let's suppose if you have any other ID, so in that case, it's like me, you can copy those ID. But right now I have only this ID. So I'll just log in. I have another system also, but you know, let's suppose, we have this ID, and then you can see it is asking you for the username and password. So I'll just write here as my username, and if I write here as a password, now my name is not Mahesh, my name is Shantanu, but it's just that the system which I have with me, the vendor has given me the ID with the name Mahesh, and the last time, they gave me the ID that was with some VOIPOT, something that was the name. So once you log into the system, you will see your detail, it will start coming. And so this is how, you will see that logo, it will come here. So this logo, you can see it is coming as a best one logo. And after that, you can see there is a home page, it is coming here, right? So this is a home page, team. Acha, there is one thing more. More it is about the license of your success factor. Let's even talk about this one. Acha, hold on. Let me just write it down. I'll just cover the license in just few minutes, but let's just finish off with the login. Now let's suppose I have logged into this particular system, and my another client is facing some issue, and they've asked me to resolve that as soon as possible. So what I'll do, I'll just log out from here, this particular client, and now I'll try to log into the another system. So once I log out from your this system, you will see it is asking me for the username and password. So if I have the another client username and password, do you think, team, I will be able to log in? Yes, Nehal?
No, I think.
Yeah. Why you think why I should not be able to log in?
Because maybe that username and password is dedicated to that particular organization. Maybe that's why if you use another code, then the username will not be valid. That's what I think.
Right. So, and then how do I make it sure that I log in into that organization?
You have to use that same code only that is dedicated to
Which
that
is stream code?
organization. That
Which is stream?
SF.
How would I get this is the code?
Hmm, uh,
You'll be able to get it from the URL, isn't it?
Right. You get it from the URL. You're
okay.
also right, Snehal. Basically, what Will is talking about the company ID. All right. So in your
Yeah.
this company ID, you can see there is no company ID it is coming, right? So what you have to do, if you log in into another system, after successfactor.com, just select it and highlight the URL, delete it, everything, and press enter. So you will see a different company ID it will come here, right? So log in into a different company ID, and then probably you can, so enter the username and password. So this is how you will log in into a different company with the credential. Okay,
Okay.
Clear, Snehal?
Yes.
All right, fine. So that is how team, because in the previous, some of my own client, they actually face lots of issue to log in when they actually, so that is the reason I have covered all these topics. And so let me log in here. So once I log in into the system, so you will see you've taken into the SuccessFactors system. And in the SuccessFactors system, once you log in, you will see it will greet you. The first thing that you will focus on, that in the center you can see it is greeting you with a good evening, right? So how does the SuccessFactors system understand that it's a good morning, good evening, or good afternoon? So you can see by my watch, it is coming here as a 7:39. Samia, you have any question?
No.
Okay. So you can see it is greeting you with a good evening. How does the system understand it's like, whether it is good afternoon, good morning, or good evening? So they understand by the system clock. So by the system clock, you can understand it is 7:39, right? So that is how it is telling you that it is good evening. Another thing that you will see, actually, this picture that you're seeing here, right, which is completely of a black color, you can edit this picture also. How we can edit those pictures, that's something we will see in the coming session. And then apart from this, you will also see here it is coming your logo. We'll also see how we can change the logo, how we can go ahead and do some other activity in the logo. Then you can also see these are the module that is coming here. So here you can see all these module, and like you can see the admin center, you can see the home page, and you can see there are so many module that has been activated, right? So in real time scenario team, these so many module, it will not be activated. It will only be activated your client for which they have actually taken the license. Other than that, rest of the module, it will not be activated. So why there are so many module that has been activated in this one? Just because simple reason, this is a demo system, right? So that is a reason you will see there are so many module that has been activated. Acha. Now, since we're talking about the module, so let's also talk about the license. So, so how does the SuccessFactor license it works, team? Like you can see, there are total 13 to 14 module in your SuccessFactor, and all these 13 to 14 module, it will basically, like, see, it will not be activated. So if your client is actually interested, they will have to pay to the SuccessFactor. Like, for example, if they have taken the module for, let's suppose, compensation. All right. Compensation and Employee Central is this, and compensation is this. So when they have taken only these two licenses, so only these two it will be activated, compensation and your Employee Central. So rest of the module, it will not show here, right? Like for example, you can see apprentice, management, calibration, career, right? So like this team, it will not show here. So it will only show here once your modules has been activated. All right. Then apart from this, you can also see here, action and people. So here also you can search for something, and basically you can come here and you can search for your like for example, let's suppose if I just type here as something as a password. So once you type it as a password, you will see it is showing you all the action, right? So here you can see there is, all those nodes which has a password in them. So it is showing here, like reset user passwords, password and login policy setting, manage an external password policy, right? And in case if you have to search for somebody, let's suppose if I have to search for somebody here, so you can see all those people whose name starts with the Sam, it is showing here, right? So like this team, you can search for people also, and you can search for the configuration node also, okay? Then apart from this, you will see here if there is anything which is pending on you, because this is my account. So you can see my profile is only 9% completed. So it is telling me to complete my profile. Which profile it is telling you to complete? It is basically your employee file. So you can see your employee file, it is, it is actually, you can go ahead and you can see here, right? So you can see this profile is not, completed a lot. So you will see that there is a lot of activity which is still has to be filled. Like for example, here you can see personal information, you will see associate information, right? So you can see like this, all these detail it will show you. You can see this, okay, system is still loading here. Right, so you can see there is some information which is showing here, but there are a lot of information it is not showing here, right? Why it is not showing? Because we have not maintained this. Why I have not maintained this? Very simple reason, team. After every few months, what server team does, they change my credential, right? So even if I maintain, it won't give me any benefit because after a few months, they will change it, right? So whatever you will maintain, it will show. Whatever you will not maintain, it will not show, right? So that is what your those detail it is showing that to do activity. And then another activity you can, so you can also see that it is only 9% completed. Then there is a review performance it is coming. You can see somebody has sent me those review detail and those performance activities for one employee it is pending, and it is pending from last 36 days, right? So I have to complete this performance management for one of my team member who's actually reporting to me. So like this, you can see all these activity. Then apart from this section you're seeing, you can see this is to give you the feedback. So here, in case if you want to give a feedback to SuccessFactor, you can click on this one and it will show. I don't know why it is not opening here. So this section, it is not getting open. I have no idea why it is pop-up. I think maybe pop-up is closed, something. I don't know how to open this. So it is not showing here, but this is how actually you get it. Then this section, you can see built-in support. So here you can see if you want to speak to the SuccessFactor, and if you click on the next, probably you're gonna, there will be something it will come that if you want to speak to somebody from the SuccessFactor, you can actually go ahead and do it. So now it is coming your feedback section. So here you can see your feedback section, it is coming. And so whatever it is like, whether you're very satisfied, dissatisfied, or you're, like neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. So whatever it is, it's like me, you can actually go ahead and give your feedback. Then this section, the one which is seeing, you can see it is help and tutorial. So this is basically, it is actually providing you help and tutorial for SuccessFactor. So right now it is disabled, but here you can see, I don't know why the system is so slow. Um, it is actually a bit slow here. I don't know why, team, but normally it is not that slow. Uh, so anyhow, so you can see if you want to enable this one, you can actually go ahead and enable this one. So, it will start showing you all the help and tutorial. But to be very honest, I have never clicked on any help and tutorial from the SuccessFactor link. So, I have never actually used that. So, but if you want, you can always use those help and tutorial, right? So like this, you can see, and then this is a notification. So this is a notification about some notification which is actually pending, or if there's some notification which has come to you, like somebody has applied for workflow, or somebody has actually, like they have done their any kind of a notification. So here it will come, all these notifications. And this section, team, here you will see all your this detail. Like you can see the first one, it is coming here as a Mahesh. Second one, you can see it is coming here as a Gupta. So my first name is Mahesh, second name is Gupta, and this is my username, the username that you're seeing as a Mahesh. How we create this and how it is coming here, that's something again we will see in the coming session. All right. And then you can see you have a setting, admin center, show version information. So I'll cover today the show version information. Rest of the detail, what is proxy setting and admin center. This is something we're going to start it from tomorrow. So let's see what is a version that it is talking about. So first thing about the version, you can see it is telling you about the release section, right? So let's understand how to read this release section. So if you come here into the release, you can see it is showing you here as a B2311. So what is the meaning of B23? 23, it means 2023, and 11 means November. So this is November 2023, it is going on. So you can see your system is actually up to date. Now SuccessFactor updates a system every 6 months, right? So the next update it will be happening into your March 2024. So how this will appear? This will appear like this. So it will come as a B24, and May it is like 05, right? So this is 2024, and then this is your May, right? So like this team, you will see all these detail, right? This is what your release section it is, and now your delta has also shifted to 6 months, right? Because earlier, the changes used to happen every quarter, but now it has been shifted to every 6 months. So every 6 months also there is a delta. And so you have to clear your delta in order to activate your credential, right? So now don't worry, delta exams are very simple. Basically 3-4 questions only it comes. And, before you take up a delta exam, SAP also released the changes which they have actually done. So you just have to read that and you just have to go ahead and prepare for those delta exam. So that is about your release. Now let's also understand there are some more detail into the version it is coming. So again, if I click here, you can see there is something which is coming as 2023. So what is 2023? 2023, obviously it's a year. Then you can see this is month, which is November. And somebody has logged in from the SuccessFactor, which is on 23rd of November 2023. And then team, they have actually made some changes into the system, right? So like this, you can figure it out on which date the latest update has also happened. Then you can see 08, it is hours, 30, it is minutes, and 54, it is second. So it means this time somebody has logged in and they have updated your particular software, which is your Employee Central, the system that we are using. Then here you can see there is a server, it is coming here. Though because it's a cloud-based platform, so server detail, you will never get it. But if somebody asks you which server you're using, you can always come here and check it out and tell them that this is a server. Then there is a timestamp. Timestamp, it just tells you about, that which country you're doing the implementation. And as per those country, what is the time and what is the, time detail, which is there. So here you can see this is 25th of November 2023. And then here you can see this is the time it is coming. Time it is like 9:15. So I think this is a morning for them. 9 o'clock and 15 minutes and 51 seconds, right? So I actually don't know which time zone it is, but this is the time. I think it may be the CST time or whatever it may be. I don't know. So like this, you can see all these timestamp. Then after that team, you can see there is a company ID. Company ID, we have spent lots of time in today's session, right? To discover about what is a company ID and how we can actually log in into the system. So each time, if you're not sure that which company actually you logged in, and if you have to log in into the another company, so in that case, it's like, you can see this is a company ID, and then there is a version coming up. Now let me just write it down about your version, because the latest version what SuccessFactor had, that is your SAP Fiori version, and the older version team. So this is the SAP Fiori version, older version which was known as a V12, and that was Revolution. All right, and before that V12 also there was another version which was V11, and this was known as the Ultra. All right, so like this, you can see all these versions. So you can see SuccessFactor itself, those entire everything, you can see it is up to date. Then you can also see there is an edition which is coming as an enterprise, and there is also something which is coming as an admin version, which is the next generation admin, right? And there is some short copyright act and something, everything it is mentioned here. So this is how where you will see all the version it is coming here, all right? And you will see all your detail. Now we still have some of the time, so let's discuss some other detail also. So the first topic it is coming here is a proxy. And yes, team, what do you mean by proxy? Here you can see on the right hand side, it's like if I click on something here. So the first thing it is coming here is a proxy. But yes, what is actually all these detail, the one which is coming on your home page, we will discuss this as we proceed ahead with the session. However, do remember, team, that this session it is completely configurable. All right, so it is completely configurable. The home page it is completely configurable. What do I mean by I mean by like if you're not happy with any particular color combination, you can change it. If you're not happy with the banner, you can change it. If you're not happy with the tile, acha, these these boxes, the one which you're seeing here, team, these are known as a tiles. All right, so let me also write down here. All right, so next time when somebody actually talks about tiles, so you know that somebody is actually talking about the home page, right? So like this, you can see. So these tiles that you're seeing here, right? So if you want, you can remove it also, and if you want, you can have the another tile also for you, right? As per your requirement. So like this also. So that's the reason I am saying that this home page is completely configurable. Then even there is a quick action also coming. You can remove some of the quick action if you do not want. And if you want to create some of your own action, so you can also go ahead and create some of your own action, right? So like this, you will see into your quick action. So you will see all those detail. Okay. And then apart from this, let's see what else. Right. So we're just talking about a proxy, right? So what is the meaning of proxy, team?
Duplication.
Sorry?
Duplication.
Duplication? No.
Yeah.
Log in on behalf of someone else.
Yeah.
Right. Very good, Bill. Your proxy, it means it's like, see, like for example, see, after 2 months or 2.5 months time, you'll become a doctor to SuccessFactor, right? So let's suppose you're working in a company and this company is actually the skyscraper. So starting, like they have a 12th floor building, and so you're sitting on the ground floor and somebody is having an issue on the 12th floor. Now imagine you have to go all the way from ground floor to 12th floor to resolve the issue. Then again, somebody in a different building, different floor, if they have an issue and they send you a mail. So again, so you can't keep on going from building to building and floor to floor, right? So what the success factor gives you in portion, so success factor tells you that sitting from the ground floor, wherever you're sitting, you can always proxy on behalf of somebody and you can resolve that issue. Now, because we are, admin, we are trained into success factor. So that is the reason we have this proxy right. Not everybody will have the proxy right. All right. Not even a manager also will have a proxy right. Only when few people they will get this proxy, right? So here you can see, like for example, you can see right now my account my account I have as a Mahesh Gupta, right? So let's suppose if I have to log in into some, there is somebody who is facing some issue. Let me see that if I have some Gupta here. So if I come here and if I type here as a Gupta, the system is very slow, team. I don't know what is the reason why system is slow, because this is the first time that I am also witnessing the system is so slow. So you can see there are so many Gupta it is coming here. Let's suppose there is a Mario and Mario is facing some issue in his performance template. So what I'll do, I will proxy into Mario's system. And so once it proxy into Mario's system, you will see that now because Mario system and my system, it looks like same. So you can see there's not much changes has happened here. But if you click on this one, so you will see Mahesh Gupta on behalf of Mario, right? So that is how you will see that you have proxy into somebody else. And also team, like for example, let's suppose there was a performance management issue, it was coming. So if I click on the performance management, so here you can see there is a performance management issue. So I'll just log in into the performance management, see that what is the issue it is coming. And with that issue, what I'll do, I will go ahead and try to resolve all these issues. All right, so this is how team I will actually go ahead and do all these sections, I can resolve all these issues. So you can see the template has still not open. It is still there in the performance and it's doing something. So here otherwise it shows you normally all the template, if there is any template for the performance here. But as I said, system is a bit slow here today. I have no idea why, because there was a session in the morning also I have taken, but that session was perfectly fine. But here today, system is a bit slow, right? Now let's suppose you have resolved all these issue, and after resolving all these issue, you can inform to the person. Now in this case, you're going to inform to Mario that yes, the issue has been resolved. And then what you can do, you can become self, right? So if I click here as a become self, now the system will become self here now. And so now I will be back to my account, which is Mahesh Gupta account, right? So here you will see team. Now I am back into my account, so which is Mahesh Gupta. So even if I click here, you can see it is just a Mahesh Gupta account, right? Now it is not showing me that you logged in as a Mahesh, something else, and then you're trying to do that, right? So like this, you can see all these detail. Actually, there are various ways also through which you can do the proxy. Now, what are those various ways? Those various ways, that's something we will see in tomorrow's session. Because from tomorrow's session, we're going to take almost 2.5 hour session or 3 hour session, right? So, so that is what the proxy. So proxy we have discussed. What is proxy? What are the various ways through which we can do the proxy? That again something we will see tomorrow. And then, actually, there is one more thing, team. I have my own certain PPT, which is there for the, so I'll cover all these PPT as per the way it is coming here, right? So you can see all these details. Basically, I prepared this PPT for my reference so that, I cover all the topic with you people, all right? See, because I also cannot memorize everything, right? So I have to use somewhere as a reference. So this is where I'm going to use as a reference, and I'm going to keep it all these topic, that I have covered. And yes, but apart from this PPT, you will be getting all the documentation from, ZaranTech. For all the mod, before we start the module, you'll be having all the documentation. The next topic you can see it is coming here as a setting. So if I click on this setting, so in this setting, you will see there is a lot of information it is coming here. Let me also write it down setting. Right, so here in this setting, you can see there is a lot of information. So the first one, it is coming here as a password. We all know what is password. And we have also changed multiple times certain password of our account using your bank detail or using any other access that we have. That's why we have actually gone ahead and changed all those passwords, right? So here you can see there's a password, which is a current password, new. Actually, if you have to change your password, you have to write your current password. And then if you have to put in the new password, so you have to put in the new password. And then you can repeat the password. All right. And then apart from this team, you can also see there are certain things which is coming here, which is like password must be 10 to 50 character long. Password are case sensitive. They are not required to be the mixed case. So you can see all these detail it is coming. What is all these detail? This is actually your password and login policy setting. All right. So what is password and login policy setting? This is from where we're going to start from tomorrow. All right. So we're going to see how we can set up all these password and how we can do all these, as per my client requirement, how you can set up all these settings and everything. So that is what we're going to see all these session into your tomorrow session. And so that's it, team. That's it for the today's session. But before I close the session, any question anybody has?
We're gonna have the log on tomorrow for SuccessFactors tomorrow.
Sorry?
Are we gonna have the system log on tomorrow?
Yes. So entire, those session, we're going to start the technical session that will be from tomorrow. And the rest of all other activities we're going to start from tomorrow.
Okay.
Any other question?
No, not from my side.
But yes, before I close the session, anybody else has any question? Meenu or Samaya? No
Yes,
question?
I would like to know about actually I can ask the person who has sent me message also. But if you can
Okay.
also help me out, I just want to know about the total duration of these sessions, like 3 hours every day, and it will run till, like, I just want to know about
No,
that.
it is not 3 hours every day.
Sorry,
It's going
it's
to be the
weekend. It's on weekend, Saturday,
it's
Sundays.
a weekend. It is Saturday and Sunday. Your session is happening on the weekend. And each session is going to be somewhere around 2.5 hour session. That's a minimum.
Okay.
And maximum limit may be for 3 hours. Sometimes it can also be for 2 hours. The reason being, Snehal, if we don't cover that much, then we will not be able to finish it on time, right? As such, you can see there is a lot of thing which is there. So we are covering total of 5 + 3, 8 module,
Yeah, understood.
right? Yeah. All right, team. So I'll stop this session here and then we'll connect tomorrow and be prepared that 2.5 hour session from tomorrow. Chalo. Okay, team.
And Shantanu, just
Okay.
one thing, we can connect for tomorrow's session in that meeting link only, right? That you have shown earlier.
Yes, I showed you, Snehal, that if you have taken the LMS, if the ZaranTech has given you the LMS, you will,
Yeah.
I've shown you that from where you can connect with the meeting link, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there would be
Yeah,
a link
because
you can collect.
because today I did not know, so I had to like connect to lot of people to get the
Sure,
link. So
no
that's why I
problem.
asked you.
Right. So that is the reason there was an introduction session today, right? Just to introduce you about how you can connect and how you can introduce to SuccessFactor virtual module,
Right.
and the full-fledged session which we are starting from tomorrow.
Okay.
Shantanu, there is one more query I'm having. I just want to know
Uh,
that we will be also able to get this user ID and password just for the practice, like what exactly
You
is
will not be getting the credential which I have, but you will be getting a different credential where you can go ahead and practice 24/7.
okay, and is there any time limit also, like till the
It
session
will be for
we are
2 months time.
2 months? Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right, team. So I'll stop and then we'll connect tomorrow and we'll start with a regular full-fledged session. Okay, team.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bye, Snehal. Bye,
Yeah,
bye,
Bye.
Snehal.
bye.
Yeah. Bye, bye, team.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.